Every day, the lawless state of California somehow gets scarier, but finally the voters are catching on. As in San Diego, this masked man was seen on the beach, walking his dogs, wearing his designer $100 Crocs. When later, Reddit reported some young man was stabbed right along the shore. As other Redditors replied, they also saw him at around 2 p.m., where apparently he was just roaming the ocean side trying to scare people. And in the local ABC affiliate story, they stated 5 hours later he was still seen scaring people when the victim approached and asked him about it, to which the masked man punched and stabbed him several times. Now, he was later identified and arrested at his apartment, as he definitely matched the description and eventually admitted to the crime. But sadly, San Diego County had already set him free. I don't know about you, but if you have a masked man in a monster costume out there antagonizing strangers, not even as a internet prank, but just out of nothing to do, if he ends up randomly stabbing somebody on the beach, he's not someone I want set free. I don't care if there's mitigating factors like a first-time offense, minor injuries, or really anything. If the judge wouldn't want this guy sleeping next door to his own grandmother, why subject anybody in society to do the same? As this is nothing new to California, as just 2 years ago Los Angeles saw something similar, then less than a year later, regular people resorted to vigilantism to protect their beaches. And even though that instance was much worse, it still tells the same story of citizens simply not understanding cause and effect. As on that stabbing story in San Diego, all the Redditors were shocked to know the attacker was immediately set free. But look at that same subreddit talking about voting against Proposition 36, saying being tough on crime doesn't work, as Prop 36 reversed a lot of the effects of 47, 57, and 64, which decriminalized lots of drugs and theft. Now, even though California voters passed Proposition 36, Governor Newsom essentially vetoed it by refusing to fund any actual law enforcement. And as of 4 months ago to today, the same subreddit complains about rampant crime rates and PD's inability to do anything about it. It's almost like every time they almost understand what's destroying their community, some inorganic movement pops up online to tell them crime isn't the problem, Trump is the problem. But sadly, even when they do say enough is enough and vote against the liberal agenda, Governor Numbnuts Newsom says sorry, I'm too busy trying to run for president, but enjoy being stabbed by psychos in monster masks.